Hi guys, Roddy from Barberco with you. Just taking a first look at the USpro from Andis. Operating off roughly 12 to 12,500 strokes per minute. This seems like, on the face of it, a reasonably strong performer in the barbershop. It's got a nice familiar look about it. And I must admit I'm yet to use it. But it's got a nice slim shape. Feels nice and light to hold, and the blades are quite similar to what we're used to. It's got the adjustment lever, and it actually opens reasonably wide, so I think it's going to be pretty good for fading. And you can just sort of slowly just close the lever as we get to the hairline. Like I said, it feels quite light, comes with all its own attachments and clipper roll. So what we'll do, we'll try a little bit of fading and we'll see how we go. So we got it switched on. We're just going to give it a light oil. Not too much oil, just a couple of drops. All it needs down the side. And it does feel quite powerful. It feels quite good. It feels like it's going to cut through the hair really well. So I've got it out in the fully open position, and we're just going to start fading and see how we go. It definitely feels like it's cutting through the hair really easily. It's not choking at all, it's not pulling. It's actually cutting quite easily. It feels really nice. Feels really nice to hold. Feels really nice to cut. As always when using your clippers, and nice smooth strokes on the scalp. Don't do this, as you see a lot of barbers doing. Nice steady strokes on the scalp. Coming up and away from the head. So you don't put a mad strong line in that you've got to work really hard to get out. But this clipper's cutting really nicely, I've got to say. It's got an interesting little switch on the side rather than the typical lever switch that we're used to. And in another video we're going to take the lid off and we're going to have a little look underneath. And the cord is actually quite thick, so I've got a feeling that on an ongoing moving forward basis, you're not going to find your lead is going to fracture as often as some clippers might do. With a little hook to hang up when you're not using it. So all in all, this clipper feels like quite a strong performer. And I think it's going to work really well in a barbershop situation where you're cutting hair all day. I think it's going to stand up pretty well. So on first impression, with the Andis USpro, I'm pretty impressed, I gotta say, and I'll definitely be looking into it a bit further. That's the USpro from Andis. Thanks for watching.